What would you do if you heard a child being abused live through your gaming headset? So I'm playing Call of Duty with my squad about 2 months ago, right around midnight on a Friday. We're grinding ranked matches when we get matched with this random kid, maybe 13 or 14, username NoobSlayer88. At first, we're all groaning internally. You know how it is with squeakers in late-night lobbies, but this kid's actually pretty decent. He's cracking jokes, making spot-on callouts, and his aim is surprisingly clean. Classic squeaker voice, but in that endearing way that reminds you why you fell in love with gaming. He's got this infectious laugh every time he pulls off a clutch play. We're about 20 minutes deep into this intense search and destroy match. Scores tied 5-5, and we're all locked in, communicating like we've been teammates for years. The kid's actually carrying his weight, maybe even carrying us a little. Then suddenly, his mic picks up his bedroom door absolutely slamming open. The sound is so violent it makes us all jump. This deep, gravelly, angry voice starts screaming, "What did I tell you about being awake at this hour?" The kid's voice immediately changes. All that confidence and joy just evaporates. He whispers desperately, "Guys, I gotta go. My stepdad's really mad," but before he can finish, we hear what sounds like the controller getting violently ripped away and thrown across the room. Then we hear the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced in gaming. This grown man screaming, "You little freak! I'm gonna teach you a lesson you won't forget," followed by what sounded like hard slapping. Then this kid crying and begging, "Please stop, please, I'm sorry." My hands are literally shaking. The game's still going, but none of us are playing anymore. We're frozen, listening to this nightmare unfold. My teammate Jake breaks the silence. "Dude, what the hell? Should we call someone? But call who? We don't know this kid's real name or where he lives." Here's where it gets crazy. The kid hadn't left the Xbox party. His headset was still transmitting everything. We hear the stepdad yelling, "Your mom's pulling a double shift, so nobody's gonna save you now." Then the unmistakable sound of a belt buckle being undone. That's when my teammate Marcus, who's a 911 dispatcher in real life, starts frantically typing, "Everyone screenshot his profile right now." We're screaming through our mics, "Hey kid, if you can hear us, we're getting help. Hang in there," even though we have no idea if our voices are reaching him. Marcus used his dispatcher connections to trace the kid's IP address through Xbox Live systems. Kid was in Atlanta, Georgia. Marcus immediately called Atlanta PD using his credentials and explained this insane situation. Active child abuse happening live over gaming voice chat with multiple witnesses. The cops actually took it seriously. Within 30 minutes, we hear sirens getting louder through the kid's mic. The stepdad's voice goes from angry to confused, then everything goes quiet. We hear officers shouting, "Atlanta PD, open the door!" Then heavy footsteps and muffled conversation. After the longest 20 minutes of our lives, a calm female officer's voice comes through the headset. "Hello? Is someone there on this gaming device?" Jake responds, "Yes, ma'am. We're the group who called this in." She thanks us and explains they've arrested the stepfather and that Tyler is safe. 2 weeks later, the kid joins our party again. His real name is Tyler, and he sounds like a completely different person, lighter somehow. He tells us his stepdad had been abusing him for months, but he was too scared to tell anyone. He said knowing we were there, hearing us trying to help during the worst moment, gave him courage to tell the police officer everything. The stepdad got charged with multiple counts of child abuse. Tyler's mom, who had no idea what was happening, divorced him immediately. Tyler's doing way better now, seeing a counselor, and his mom got a restraining order. He called us his gaming guardian angels, which honestly made me tear up. Sometimes I think about how different things could have been if Marcus wasn't in our squad that night, or if Tyler's mic had been muted, or if we just shrugged it off. Makes me realize how powerful these random online connections can be. Tyler still games with us every weekend now, and the kid's gotten scary good at sniping.